Welcome back once again. In this part, we will build a small app and we will do horizontal and vertical scroll view at the same time in a single artboard. So for that, I'm gonna add a new artboard and click on this, and in here I can say a scroll view app. So we can say, I'm sorry, it looks bad. Alright, so first I'm gonna work for our horizontal scroll view. So for that, I'm gonna add these ellipse tools here and make sure that you are having same height and width so that it looks circle. Alright, now we need to customize this one. We need to change the background color. So I'm gonna add this background color this time, and I would love to add a linear gradient here. Alright, so we have this one right here, and I can do one more thing here. I can add a text here on the center of this ellipse tool. So click on the text, and in here I can simply add a tool word. I can say an M or AB, and then we need to add, so we can take help of our characteristics that we did in our earlier parts. So I'm gonna choose this one. I'm sorry. So I'm gonna choose this one, and you can see we got this design. If I'm gonna choose this one, we got this design, and we got this design. But we need to have a new design, and we need to have a white color so that it looks good. And I'm gonna change the design style from here. Alright, and also I'm gonna change the color of the text to white, and let me change the text. Alright, and in here so we got all. Alright, so now it looks pretty good, and we can simply increase the font size. We can say 35. Let's see how it looks. Yeah, it looks pretty good, and we can add it center. So I'm just adding some dummy text. There is no meaning to add it, so that you can learn and you can practice. Alright, so now I'm gonna add one more thing here. I'm gonna add a shadow here. So click on this shadow and add the value of the shadow. Let's say from X point is 80. So if you add 80 from the X point, it looks this way, but we don't need to have 80 here. I guess we can add 20 from X position, and from Y position we need to add 30, and from B we can say 50. Okay, so we can skip the B part, add a bit more this way. Now if I run it, I'm sorry, we need to select this one. Here you go. We can see this shadow is here, so we can see this shadow just because of I have added the box shadow property here. And now it's time to repeat our grid. So click on this repeat grid, and we can, so here you go. We can see one missing issue is here. When I am repeating the grid, I cannot see that this text is gonna appear here. And the reason is that we didn't make them a group. As I told you earlier part, that if you want to repeat anything which is more than 2 objects, then we must need to make it a group. Okay, so I'm gonna ungroup this grid first, then I'm gonna make them a group. So press Command G or right click and make them a group. Once it's a group, now we can take help of this repeat grid. Now we can see the data. Now we can take a couple of items here, and here you go. Alright, so now we need to click on this horizontal scroll view. Click on it. Here you go. And now we can arrange it a bit more this way. Now if I run it, we can see our horizontal scroll view is working. Now it's time to add vertical scroll view from this side. So for doing this thing, I'm gonna add our rectangle here first, and let's say I'm gonna add this rectangle from here, and we can change the color, and I'm gonna use this color that we have from the previous part, and add our border radius to 30. Here you go. And in here we can do some sort of design. So let's say we're gonna add a title here, and then we will add other part from here. So first I'm gonna add a title here. So for that I need to click on this text. So click on the text and add click on here. We can say rating. Okay, let's say rating, and we are getting the same design that we have used for the horizontal scroll view. We can see, if you want you can change it, but I guess we don't need to change it here, so we can keep this one. And now we can take help of this polygon. So I'm going to click on this polygon, and in here we can draw a polygon. Okay, and in here we can do some sort of customization here. Okay, first let me increase the size. So in here maybe I have shown you at the basic level how to customize this sort of polygon. In here you can see the number of position that was 3. Now if I add 5, then it will look good. If I add 7, if I add 7 here, then it will look good, look this way. And in here we can also add the customization. So add 5, and it will give us some rounded corner like this way. And now first I'm gonna change the color. So we need to have a light color, so I guess this color will be good here. Click on this, not this one, this one. Okay, it looks good here, but we don't need to have this amount of thing. I guess 4 will be enough. And let me run it and let's see how it looks. So we need to click on this text. Now we can see it looks this way. So this way you can customize your data item, and you can have as much as you want. So if I add a blue color, if I add a yellow color, so it will look more good. So I'm gonna repeat this one. Okay, so click on this and click on repeat grid, and I'm gonna add a few more time here. All right, and then I'm gonna add it in center. So it looks quite good. So you have learned how to do a small design this way. Now if I want to make it a repeat grid, okay, then again we will not be able to see our data item. As I told you earlier that we need to make it a group. So because we have more than one data item here, one is for our rectangle, another one is our text, and then our this polygon. So I'm gonna select all of them and click right, and we need to click on the group. So they have become a group. So if I click on here, we will be able to see group. Okay, now if I click on this, then we will be able to see our data. So now we can scroll it as much as we want, and then once we are done with that, we need to click on this vertical scroll view. So click here, and we can scroll, we can off it here, and here you go. So if I run it, and here is our data. So we can do our vertical scroll view, at the same time we can do our horizontal scroll view. All right, so it looks pretty good, and we have done a good job. So I'm gonna stop this video right here, and we will continue with from the next lecture. See you guys in the next lecture. Bye bye.